guys, it's Ruby. It's time for another Las Vegas buffet review. Today we are at the Bellagio to try Jasmine's holiday brunch buffet. At about $120 a person, this Cantonese buffet is going to be the most expensive we have ever tried on this channel. Is it worth it? Let's go find out. Just got seated here at Jasmine Buffet. So this brunch buffet runs every day from 11 to 2, and it's running now through the holidays on January 1st. We're here on the very first day at 11 a.m. bright and early. Now, with 2 people, with tax, tip, we're talking around $300. It is a holiday buffet, and this is a really beautiful atmosphere, but we have to see what they have on offer, see if we can get our money's worth. Okay, look at this beauty. I'm scared. I got him. Crispy red bean paste in a taro nest. Deep fried crab claw ball. Looks hilarious. Cute. Bird nest egg tart. Gorgeous. The daily special soup dumpling. A tofu veggie dumpling. A dragon lobster pouch. Beautiful. Look how pretty. Shumai. Let's get one of those. So these are black bean spare ribs with rice roll.
Load it up, get all that.
I don't even know what that means. Grabbed our first plate here at Jasmine. First of all, what a beautiful space to eat. It's really nice actually. So we started in kind of like the dim sum area. Dim sum is served at brunch in Chinese cuisine. It is a symbol of hospitality, so I'm really excited to try that out. But we did see a ton of carving meats, big pieces of seafood, so there's definitely stuff that I'm excited to try soon. Stepping a little out of our comfort zone with some of these dishes. I'm not crazy familiar with everything, but I think that makes it exciting. Let's start with the swan here. So first of all, the swan is gorgeous, I must say. So this is a red bean paste taro nest. I'm really excited to give this a shot. I like red bean paste. It's very like a sort of mildly sweet dish. Let's see how it goes. That is very nice. So the outside is very crispy, crunchy. It's kind of airy. And then the inside has this really soft sort of kind of a crust, a soft doughy. Think of a pie crust, at the bottom of a pie crust. And then the red bean paste on the inside. Very delicate, very light, kind of just like a nice little starter dish. It's very nice, and it's beautifully presented, so I did like that. Let's try the egg tart next too. So we're kind of doing our apps before we get to our dim sum. I like egg tarts a lot. Let's give this one a go. The egg tart is delicious, a really light, fluffy pastry. And then the egg is that perfect light sweetness. They just ever so slightly lighten the custard. So it still tastes like egg, but you have a lightness to it. If you've had egg tarts before, you know what I'm talking about. It's really nice. If you haven't, give it a try. I really enjoy those. Okay, I'm excited for this. I've never had anything like this. This is the crab ball. It's really cutely presented. I've never had this. I don't know what's in it. I'm seeing some panko breadcrumbs. Let's find out together. That is basically a crab lollipop. There's no filler in this. This is just pure crab meat with a panko crust on the outside. The meat has a really nice savory flavor to it. I'm guessing that's coming from the seasoning and the breadcrumbs. This is delicious. It's just a meat lollipop. I'm really enjoying it. All right, let's start on our dumplings, you guys. I'm super excited. I love dim sum. Let's try the soup dumpling. It just says the soup dumpling of the day, so I don't know what to expect. Let's see what it is. I was attempting to identify what the meat was inside of the soup dumpling of the day. Not 100% sure. I want to say pork, but I could be wrong. That's good. The dumpling for me is a little thick with not that much filling. So for me, I think that one's a little bit of a skip. These other ones are looking a little more light, so I'm gonna give these ones a go. Let's try this tofu one. It's absolutely gorgeous. It's got a little pretty pink. I am probably gonna fail using my chopsticks now that I'm on camera because that's how it always goes. Let's try the tofu one. Just kidding, that's the shrimp one. Wow, that is really good. So, I have often said on this channel that I'm not a shrimp girl, that I'm not a fan of shrimp. But The wrapper on that is really nice and light, and there is some veggie in there. I can't identify exactly what it is, but with the shrimp, which is really nicely cooked, it's got great texture. That is a really delicious dumpling. Really liked that one. Definitely recommend. Okay, so are you my tofu dumpling? I think this is the lobster dumpling. I'm getting confused. Let's try this one. That is crazy good. Crazy good. Wow. They have flavored the lobster meat inside with something a little spicy. So it's got this lovely heat. It's kind of like a back of your throat heat, not crazy, but it's there. It's really nice. The lobster tastes really delicious. And again, the wrapper that they used for the dim sum is really nice. Okay, 2 of these I really liked. The soup one I didn't love. I'm gonna try the shumai. So the shumai is pork and shrimp. I liked the shrimp in the other one, so let's see if I like it in this one. Ooh, all the dim sum are really good. That's delicious. Ooh, I don't know which one I like the best. I think maybe the lobster, which is a wild take because lobster is not my favorite, but that one has that spicy kick. Shumai is really nice. You can taste the pork. There's a little sweetness coming from that dim sum that's not coming from the others that I'm really appreciating. It tastes really nice. I liked all of those. Those, and I think the meat lollipop are a big standout. Okay, next we're gonna try this. So this is spare ribs. This is a bean sprout spare ribs with rice ball. I'm not gonna lie to you. I have no idea what that means. I don't know what I'm eating right now. I'm just gonna go for it and let you know what I think. I'm also probably gonna pick it up. Let's give this a shot and see how it is. When they say rice ball, I think that there's like a rice coating on the outside of the ribs, which gives this really nice, kind of like a starchy texture is how I would explain it. Like a cooked starch texture, if that makes sense. The ribs themselves are very soft, easy to chew, good flavor. And then they have this like boiled mango on top of it, which is kind of lending a really like nice, light sweetness. Everything in here has this kind of like aura of a light sweetness for a brunch. That's tasting really good. So I liked pretty much everything here. I did not like the soup dumpling very much, but the rest of the plate, I enjoyed my food. We are gonna eat these together and we'll try some other stuff. Okay, let's get some king crab in our lives. Oh my gosh, look at these. Whoa, and there's also oysters, and I will definitely have some of those. Let's get some oyster. Wow. Scallops. Let's get some of these. If I can get them with these tiny tongs. Chili mini abalone with cucumber. Oh, I lost my cucumber. We're grabbing assorted sushis. There's all different kinds here. California roll, spicy tuna, shrimp tempura. All right, what do we have here? Yum. Some Peking duck. Oh my gosh, let's get some of these pieces they've got cut here. He's got a fresh one there he's cutting up. Hello, I'd love some of that, please. Dry aged prime rib. Oh my goodness. Thank you. I would also love some lamb. Thank you. Parsley crusted lamb chop. Thank you. Okay, now we're getting to some good stuff. We checked out the meats and the seafood sections. Now there is still a lobster dish I saw on another part of the buffet. We'll get that later. Let's start with the meats. First of all, we'll start with prime rib. I've said before on this channel that prime rib is not my favorite cut of meat, but I have to say this is the prettiest prime rib I've ever seen. It looks like a totally different color than a lot of the prime rib we've had. Let's see how it is. I don't get the jus on it. I know you're supposed to, but I just like to try it as it is. Let's see. That's the best prime rib we've had on this channel. Easily. It looked different. I could tell. Best prime rib we've ever had. That is delicious. Enough said. Wow. Really good. They have rack of lamb here. I love rack of lamb. I put chimichurri on it. They had mint jelly. I love lamb. Mr. Ruby is not a lamb fan. He's our shrimp guy. I'm the lamb person. Let's see how it is.
I love lamb.
That is some of the best lamb I've had in a long time. So, best prime rib we've ever had on a buffet. Some of the best lamb I've had in a long time. We're getting our money's worth here. We're getting our money's worth. Yum. Okay, Peking duck. This is starting to really excite me here, you guys. Wow. Let's try the Peking duck. I'm also a huge duck fan. super excited to hand the plate over to Mr. Ruby because here's the thing. Lamb and duck can be those more gamier meats. It's something I would describe them as. These, there's like none of that. The texture is so perfect on each. The duck's a little bit oily. It's got that fattiness. The lamb is like the most tender lamb I've eaten in a very long time. The prime rib, it just falls apart, cuts so easily. Like these meats are just absolutely crushing it. I'm very, very impressed. Very impressed. We got some pork belly. I'm not typically a pork belly person. I find it to be very fatty. Just texturally, it's not my favorite. Okay, cutting a piece. Here we go. The pork belly is actually not too chewy. It's really lovely. But whatever they've done with the skin is very, very crunchy. I'm having a little trouble chewing it. Very, very crunchy. But the pork belly itself was actually like a beautiful texture. For me, that one's a skip though, I have to say. The lamb, the prime rib, and the duck are like just really exceptional to me. So I feel like I would focus my attentions there. I would probably mostly eat the lamb. Mr. Ruby's salivating, so I'm gonna hand that over. I would eat a ton of lamb. Oh yeah, you know what? First of all, this is the crab. So they have massive king crab legs, huge. The crab comes out and it's just like massive. Let's try this king crab. It's, wow. The crab is very good. I'm eating it with no sauce. We're definitely gonna get some sauce to finish these, but like it's so much meat on each leg. It's very sweet and light. Crab is my favorite of the shellfish, and for me, this is where I could just eat a ton of this and really, really enjoy my meal. This is great. I really like it. Let's try some oyster. I would typically avoid an oyster on a buffet, but for this price point, I feel pretty good about enjoying the oysters. Let's give them a try. Okay, if you're an oyster fan, the oysters are good. Ooh, good quality. I could knock back half a dozen of those too. Those are nice. Good stuff. So far, like the hold bar shellfish and stuff is knocking it out of the park. Let's try the scallop. Scallop's not as much my favorite as oyster is, but they may change my mind. We'll find out. They've put like a really lovely sauce on the scallop. It's almost got a little bit of spice, and it's lightly sweet. I almost feel like I'm tasting like pineapple and Thai chili. The heat's not enough to like totally like get all in your mouth, but you can really taste it. It's just kind of like a back of the throat thing. And the scallops are lovely. They're very nice, very fresh. Everything feels very fresh. Very happy to see that. Nice. Okay, I'm happy. I'm happy so far. Let's try this. This is new to me. So abalone with cucumber. Can't say I've ever had this. Let's try it. Okay, that I could skip. Honestly, I just want the cucumbers. So the cucumbers have that really gorgeous, like rice vinegar, soy sauce flavor on them, and they taste really yummy. But the actual fish, not a huge fan. It's very, very chewy for me texturally, so that's a skip. Even though I could just eat a ton of those cucumbers, they are good. Okay, we have sushi. You guys know I love sushi. I don't always love buffet sushi, but we are gonna try this one and see how it is. Mr. Ruby's just eating massive chunks of crab behind the camera, and he's like laughing at how big I know it's a lot of crab. They're really good. It's really good. Okay. Let's try the sushi. For those of you worried we waste, he's eating everything behind the camera right now. Let me try the sushi here. The sushi's great. The sushi's great. Let me try the salmon. Oh my gosh. So the sushi rice is borderline soft. Like it's almost verging in overdone, but it's not. It's really good. I mean, really out of those plates, the only things I would skip would probably be the pork belly. That's just my preference, and this abalone thing. Everything else was really excellent. We have more food to try. Melted, salted, egg yolk, sesame ball. I heard sesame ball, and I like them. Cantonese barbecue pork bun. Char siu bao, crab meat fried rice. This is being neglected. Let's get some. That's because fried rice will fill you up. We'll only get a little bit. Drunken Thai noodles. Wow, it smells really good. Let's get some of that. Let's get a shrimp for Mr. Ruby. This is the Singapore chili lobster tails. This also smells really good. Let's get a couple lobster tails in our lives. Ancient soya chicken. Okay, we went to the other side, and in this section there was quite a bit to try. A few things we didn't try. There was like a tofu dish. There was this like sea bass dish that I wasn't really interested. They also had pork knuckles and chicken feet, two things that I don't really care for, but we grabbed a bunch of other stuff. Definitely some carbier options here. So let's start with this. So this is a sesame ball with an egg yolk. I've never had this. I have had sesame balls before. Very curious. Let's see how it is. Oh, it's very chewy. That's really yummy. That is like dessert. Much like the egg tart, it's got this egg filling that's like lightly sweetened. Combined with the sesame seed, it gives you that like umami, sweet kind of thing going on. Loved that. That was really good. Okay. I always want to say char sui bao bun. I think it's char siu bao bun. I'm working on my pronunciation, you guys. I do apologize. Let's try. These are different than a lot of bao I'm used to. It's kind of got a crunchy, crispy outside. I think that's because it's Cantonese. So it's a little different. Not super familiar with their cuisine, honestly, so this is an exciting new adventure. Give it a go. That is absolutely delicious. Wow. The outer bao has like a light dusting of what I think is like a light like sugar. So I'm getting a little bit of sugar. The meat is so incredibly tender, so moist, so flavorful. Ooh, those are so good. Wow. Ooh, that was a standout. That and the sesame thing really blew me away. I was really surprised by those. Those are both really nice. Okay, let's try this fried rice. Crab fried rice. I got a little bit of carbs here, which means I'm going to get a full before our next plate, but that's okay. I'm going to say that's skippable. The rice is very light. It's perfectly cooked, but there's not a lot of flavor to it. There's some egg in here, and I can taste the crab meat, but honestly, for me, the crab legs are so massive and so delicious. Like, if you want crab, just get that. I think the fried rice is definitely a skip. Let's try these drunken noodles, and I do want Mr. Ruby to try this big piece of shrimp here and let you guys know how it is. All right, drunken noodles. Here we go. Drunken noodles, way better than the rice. Tasting the fish sauce. There's some heat, a little bit of kick. The heat level here is really nice. The things that have a little bit of spice, I taste it. It's very much more flavorful than like burn your mouth hot. It's great. There's a little bit of vegetable flavor in there. So the noodles are good if you're looking for something carby, because we have been eating a lot of meat and seafood. Let's try this chicken, this shoyu chicken. This like cut apart like it was like butter. Chicken is fine flavor-wise. Texturally, it wasn't as good as I thought. I think the chicken's a skip for me. I think on that plate, definitely the drunken noodles is where it's at. Mr. Ruby can try that piece of shrimp and let you guys know how that is.
Oh, it's so good.
Oh, the shrimp. So, in some of the dim sum, they had shrimp, and I thought it was really excellent shrimp, and I don't even like it, and he's...
No,
yeah.
that's so good.
Okay, so get the drunken noodles, because he loves the shrimp. I like the noodles themselves. Let's try the lobster dish. So what I'm seeing for lobster is they have these chili lobster tails. I'm going to try to get a good bite here, but let's give them a shot. The chili has like a really nice kick to it. It's flavoring the lobster meat really nicely. It kind of tastes like the dim sum that had the lobster, but honestly, I would probably eat the dim sum over the tails themselves. I thought the dim sum was really good. Of this, drunken noodles and this bao bun, that was insane. The sesame thing was good too, but let's see if there's some other stuff or if we're getting full in time for dessert. These are gorgeous. Black forest cake. That is so pretty. And then behind it looks like some kind of a chocolate pudding-y thing. I'm gonna get one of those. That looks good. This is an absolutely gorgeous key lime pie. Oh, it's really soft. Look how beautiful they are. It's like a little vanilla pudding thing with a macaron on top. That looks gorgeous. Bouche de Noël. I've made this. It's really tough. Let's get one of these. We're gonna grab a pecan pie. Beautiful. Just beautiful. Okay, upon reflection, we got pretty full from all the crab legs, so we are on to dessert. Now, we did miss pretty much an entire section that was like a salad section. So they did have salad, they had fresh fruit. They also had like cold noodle salads, they had salmon lox there. They had a whole make your own like soup section where you could choose items to put into a broth. They had congee. So there's a lot of stuff that we didn't try. They have some fresh fruits, they had rambutans there. we're ready for dessert. So let's give these a try. I want to say, again, big ups to the Bellagio pastry department. You guys crush it on the normal buffet, and these are gorgeous. I'm going to start with this absolutely incredible little Christmas bauble with the little jelly on the outside. It's like a black forest kind of cream. Let's give this a go. That is like milk chocolate melted down into a mousse that they wrapped in an adorable little jelly wrapping. It tastes like pure milk chocolate, melted milk chocolate. That is delicious. It's delicious and it's beautiful. That is a 10 out of 10 dessert. Excellent job, whoever made that. You did a great job. Let's try the bouche de Noël, a notoriously difficult cake. I have made one of these. I made one in high school. They're a pain in the butt. This has got like a dark chocolate frosting on the outside. There's some chocolate swirl on the inside. Chocolate cake, let's go. Unfortunately for the bouche de Noël, because it's cut so you can see the inside, that has just been sitting a little too long, so the outside kind of dried out. The flavor of the chocolate cake is very good. It's very dark, rich chocolate. They just need to rotate those ones because they sat for too long and they got a little dry, unfortunately. Very beautiful, though. Let's try the chocolate pot de creme with these gorgeous little chocolate snowflakes. The design on these is incredible. So good. I need some coffee, like, right now. Let's try the pot de creme. They snuck some cinnamon in there. Super, super creamy pot de creme. Like, so rich and creamy. And then there's, like, a nice, beautiful cinnamon aftertaste there. That was a fun surprise. I actually really like that, but I have to say, the little red Christmas bauble is kicking absolute butt. That is a truly perfect dessert from, like, honestly. Okay, the chocolate strawberries from Mr. Ruby, I'm going to save that for him. We've all had a chocolate strawberry, but look at how massive these are. This is huge. So they have those in white and dark chocolate. Look at this key lime tart. Look at the little Christmas tree. Stop. So cute. So cute. This is why I used to do desserts, you guys. Dessert is so fun. Okay, let's try the key lime pie. That one's great too. Ooh, the cutest ones are the best ones. That is like true key lime. I feel like people underdo the sourness on key lime pie. I want it to be like really sour. And this is, in the pastry, is so light and it's so crumbly. It's just completely melting in my mouth and falling apart. And it's decorated perfect. Another 10 out of 10. That and the little bauble, absolute perfection. Okay, I'm gonna try this pecan pie. Also decorated very cute. I can't say that I've loved a lot of the pecan pie on the buffets. Let's see if this one changes my mind. They never get the pecan pie sweet enough. I need it like cloyingly sweet. I need it like a sugar bomb. And it never is. It's very pretty. Tastes like straight up pecans, like fresh pecans. And there's a lot of pecans in there, so they spent a pretty penny on that, but not my favorite. The key lime, the little ornament, that was amazing. Let's try this. I didn't see what this was. This looks like a vanilla pudding of some kind. It's very light and very, very mild. Like a very light vanilla flavor. It's fine, but honestly, the little red ornament and the key lime pie for me, the absolute standout. We're gonna finish these, have a little bit of coffee, finish things up.
Finished up at the Jasmine buffet. First of all, I would say the atmosphere was absolutely beautiful. Being able to see the fountains while you eat. It also wasn't horribly crowded. It was easy to go up and get dishes, so that was nice. A few of the items to me were 10 out of 10s. I loved the lamb, the prime rib, some of the dim sum was really excellent, and the crab legs made it really worth your money. I think if you love Cantonese cuisine or seafood, this one could be really worth it for you. A big thank you to MGM who did host us for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and we'll catch you guys all in the next.